Does structured migration bring any benefits to the country? Is there any connection between immigration and the economic activity? So, here we are referring to the skilled migration programs that various countries run, like Australia, United States. For example, in United States, you can go on employment pass, what they call it as H1B, and after that you can apply for green card and settle there. Same way, in Singapore, you can come on employment pass and you can apply for PR. If the PR is granted, you can settle here and then later on apply for citizenship. So let's have a look on this question. Now, immigration and skilled migration are kind of hotly debated topic. Local people often are opposing that because they feel that their jobs are going. At the same time, immigrants are coming because of the economic needs. So the first slide, what I'm going to do is we are going to consider Singapore top tech startups of last 10 or 15 years. So the list of these companies is like this: Grab, Lazada, Shopee, Hayal Route, Trax, PatSnap, Moglix, Matrixport, Caro, and Niem. Now these are primarily technical companies. I did not take conventional business segments primarily because many companies in those segments like construction, automobile are established around 40-50 years back, and obviously they have a big history and big financial support behind them. Here what we are trying to really see is the companies those were established in last few years and grown to a significant level, and is there any immigrant or is there any bias towards immigrants contribution over here. So now in this table I put the promoters of these companies, and all those promoters which are highlighted in red color font are immigrants. They are from other country. In almost all of these cases, they were born in another country and then shifted to Singapore. And then they started, or they might have already started in their home country and later on relocated their business to Singapore. And not only that, these companies have created jobs in Singapore to the extent mentioned here. For example, Grab created 3,200 jobs in Singapore, Lazada created 1,600, Shopee created 3,100, and this way, these 10 companies, out of which 8 companies have some kind of immigrant involved, have created total 8,143 jobs in last few years in Singapore. Now, this was an example for Singapore, and also we talked only about technological startups. So let's make our selection slightly wide. Top 10 most admired companies in the world. So now we are only considering most admired. We don't consider age. Even if company is 100 years old, not a problem. And we are not referring only to companies in Singapore. We are referring to worldwide. So the top 10 most admired companies in the world are these, and I think everybody knows each of these companies very well. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Walt Disney, Starbucks, Berkshire Hathaway, Alphabet, which is the Google's parent company, JP Morgan Chase, Netflix, and Costco. Now, again, here we find that in the promoters of these companies, the extent of migrant, either first generation migrant or second generation migrant, is significant. So, Apple's founder, Steve Jobs, his father was a Syrian. Microsoft was established by Bill Gates, but today the CEO of this company is Satya Nadella, who is from India. Walt Disney, he himself was of Irish German migrant descent. Alphabet, the Google company, I think Larry Page had some kind of Austrian ancestry, whereas the Brin, Sergey Brin, was born in Moscow and the CEO is from India. And in case of Netflix, one of the co-founder is Austrian. So in summary, it appears that immigrants typically tend to have significant impact on the economic activity, and this is not restricted only to the first generation migrants. First generation migrants often have some kind of hardship because they have to leave the country in which they were born. They have to go to another country and they have to settle over there. But in many cases, it is seen that the second generation migrants, that is, the children of the first generation people who migrate, tend to do much better. The experience of two countries, that is, being born or connected to one country by birth and growing in another country, gives a rich and complex experience to the individual, which might be beneficial for these kind of activities. So here I just present one statement by Charles Kennedy. Immigrants provide skills that we simply cannot afford to do without. They have contributed hugely to Britain's success. Now we have talked about the companies and their promoters and all $1 million ideas. Let's come now to the normal life and we will have we will view one statistics before I close the presentation. So in case of Australia, I found two specific statistics. Every year, 300,000 babies are born in Australia. And 30% of the Australian population holds bachelor degree or higher. Now, these are seemingly disconnected statistics, but there is a link. What this means is, every year, when people get into workforce, presuming that they get in workforce at the same point of time or same age, roughly 90,000 graduates are getting into workforce, because 30% of 300,000 babies born in a year is 90,000. But when Australia runs its structured migration program, they take more than 150,000 people as migrant, and more than 100,000 of these are graduates. So here immigration offers them a significant benefit in the sense they can decide the quality of people to take, qualifications they have. Suppose Australian economy starts becoming more digital oriented. Let's say that there are more fintech and blockchain kind of startups. They can simply change their points based system and give more weightage or more points to people who have working experience in blockchain. And then accordingly they will be able to approve migrants as per the need. So a structured migration program not only brings the qualified manpower, but it also gives the country ability to control the mix and the skills that they want to import. So in summary, immigration contributes largely to the economic development and growth of the country.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel today. PR Application is a leading immigration consultancy company in Singapore.